of shoulder rolls, bringing the shoulders up and roll them back. So just getting a little bit of energy up into the upper back. And then let's go forwards with the shoulders as well. Give a little bit of a stretch across trapezius muscle, that area just at the base of your neck. And then if we take a couple of little twists, looking over the shoulder, and again twisting, looking over the shoulder, just lengthening through the spine. And then just landing yourself back into the middle. And let's let the palms face upwards towards the ceiling. And just shutting your eyes, taking a nice long deep breath in through your nose. And slowly breathing out through your nose. Taking a long deep breath in. And then breathing all the way back out. Taking a long deep breath in. And breathing all the way back out. Just calming the mind. Energizing the body with deeper breath. And then this time, take a long deep breath in. And gently nodding your chin and holding on to your breath. And then raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Taking a long deep breath in. And gently nodding your chin and holding on to your breath. Raising your chin back up and breathing all the way back out again. Taking a long deep breath in. And now breathing all of the way back out. So we're going to go right down to the bottom of your exhalation. Lowering down your chin and holding your breath out. And then raising your chin back up and breathing in. And one more time, breathing out. And breathing out as completely as you can. Just gently drawing down your chin, holding the breath out. And then gently raising your chin back up and breathing in. And breathing out. And now let's take a deep breath in, raising your arms high. And as you breathe out, let's take a small rotation with your upper body. Breathing in to come back. And again, breathing out, taking a small rotation with your upper body. Breathing in to draw back. And breathing out, let's lower down your hands. Gently draw up onto your knees. And let's sift yourself all the way back down upon your heels. And as we gaze up between your hands, let's take a deep breath in, drawing your body all the way up and along the ground. As you breathe out, let's draw up into a cat stretch, pulling up through your shoulders and your back. Breathing in to take the head and tailbone away. Breathing out to sit all the way back. Breathing in as you draw the body to pull up and along the ground. And breathing out, drawing up into a cat stretch, pulling up through shoulders and back. Breathing in to take the head and tailbone away. And breathing out, sitting all the way back. Breathing in, let's draw the body up and along the ground. And now breathing Sending your hips back and your head down through your arms. Breathing in, draw forwards to a strong high plank. And breathing out, let's bend the knees and sit back upon your heels. Breathing in, let's draw the body to pull up and along the ground. And breathing out, curling with your toes. Hips go back and the head draws down. Breathing in, pulling forwards to high plank. And breathing out, bending the knees and sitting back. Breathing in, let's draw the body up and along the ground. And breathing out, curling with your toes. And hips go back, head draws down. Breathing in, forwards to a strong high plank. And breathing out, bend the knees and sit on back. One more time, breathing in as you draw the body up and through. And now breathing out, let's curl the toes, stay in the downward dog, and let's just walk from one foot to the other. And just giving a little bit of release into the hips, into the lower back muscles, working those hips a little from side to side if you can. And just noticing how your body is today. Noticing your energy in your upper body. And noticing how your lower body is moving for you. And then leaving the heels down. And we'll walk the hands all the way back in towards your feet. Gather a hold of your elbows. Dropping your forehead down. And just take a deep breath in. And just a little sigh, letting your body go. Again, deep breath in, give a little sigh, and let your body hang. One more time, deep breath in, and as you breathe out, releasing your arms, bending your knees, slowly unroll through your spine, raising your arms high, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, coming over into a side body bend. Breathing in to draw back up. Again, breathing out, pressing away into that side body bend. Breathing in to come back up. And then breathing out, letting your arms all the way back on down. Okay, let's step on up to the top of your mat, drawing your hands in towards your heart. Take a deep breath in, raising your arms high. As you breathe out, let's dive the body on forwards. Breathing in, right leg stepping back, releasing your knee down and upon the ground. Breathing out, let's step back and hold into a high, strong plank. Breathing in, lower down to your knees, belly and chest. And breathing out, pressing away from the ground into your upward facing dog. Breathing in as you lower, and breathing out, pushing away from the ground to plank. And back off into a downward dog. Breathing in, right foot stepping through, lifting the chin, releasing your toes. And breathing out, left leg lightly stepping through and folding. Breathing in as you unroll through your spine. And breathing out, hands drawing back to your heart. Breathing in as you raise both arms. Breathing out and diving your body on forwards. Breathing in, left leg stepping back, releasing your knee and lifting your chin. Breathing out, let's step back and hold into a high, strong plank. Breathing in, lower down to your knees, belly and chest. And breathing out, gently press the body up and away from the ground, lifting the chin. Breathing in as you lower. And breathing out, let's push away from the ground to plank and back off into a downward dog. Breathing in, left leg stepping through, lift the chin, release the toes. And breathing out, let's step up with your right leg and take a deep fold. Breathing in as you unroll through your spine. And breathing out, drawing your hands back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. Breathing out, diving your body on forwards. Breathing in, right leg stepping back, keeping the knee above the ground. Push into the right hand and then turning out to the left. And just being careful here to push back into the calf stretch. Half turning with the body, looking up towards your thumb. just draw down your left elbow to your left knee, turn your back foot flat to the floor, and then circle through once with your right arm. Bring your arm all the way back, let it wrap around the back body, then just looking back over your shoulder for a couple of breaths. Breathing here, in through your nose, out through your nose. And then circling the arm all the way back on over and taking your hands back down either side of your foot. Now stepping your feet back together behind you, and let's come on down to your knees, your belly and your chest. Okay, now I'm going to work next into the breaststroke. So I'm going to be working into the postural muscles, shoulders and upper back, also a little into your lower back muscles. I've got my longer band here, and I'm going to place it over the back body, and I'm going to be raising it up to work into the triceps. So if you lay the band over the lower end of your body, your buttocks, and then just to begin with, let's just work into the shoulders before we go working with the band. So relaxing the legs, as you breathe in, let's roll back and down with both shoulders. As you breathe out, let's engage with the core, lifting and hovering. Breathing in through your nose to stay, and then breathing out through your mouth as you lower all the way back down to the earth. Breathing in to roll back and down with both shoulders. Breathing out as we engage with the core and lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as you lower and releasing your shoulders. Then if it feels good to, picking up the band. As you breathe in, rolling back and down with both shoulders. And as you breathe out to lift, lifting the band off the back body and sending it downwards towards your knees. Breathing in, and then breathing out to lower and let your shoulders back to the floor. Breathing in, rolling back and down with both shoulders. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out to lower and let the shoulders back down to the floor. Breathing in, shoulders rolling back and down. Breathing out to engage with your core as you lift, lifting the arms, stretching the band just a little if you can. Breathing in, and then breathing out to lower, let the shoulders back to the floor. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out to engage with the core as you lift. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out as you lower, shoulders down. Last one here. Breathing in, shoulders roll back and down. Breathing out, locking into the core as you lift and hover. Breathing in to stay, and then breathing out, let's lower it all the way back down. And then just taking the band away, hands coming up beneath your chin. And as we take now the right leg upwards, take a breath in. And as we breathe out, just going to bend the knee and take the leg over. And then breathing in to draw it back down, and we change legs. So just working up into releasing the back, the lower back muscles. Breathing in to come back. Breathing out, bending the knee, point the toes, send the leg over. Breathing in as you draw back. And again, breathing out, sending the leg over. And breathing in to draw it back. Two more here. Breathing out, sending the leg over. Breathing in, draw it back. And one more time. Breathing out, point the toe, bend the knee. Breathing in to come back. Then hands back beneath your shoulders, pressing your body away from the ground to an upward dog. Elbows in, shoulders down. And then gently lowering your body all the way back down. Curling with your toes, engaging your core. Breathe in as you push up to plank. And breathing out into a nice long downward facing dog. Breathing in, right foot stepping through, releasing your left knee and lifting your chin up. And breathing out, step lightly up with your left leg unfolding. Breathing in as we unroll through your spine, raising your arms, gaze to your thumbs. Breathing out, hands back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms. And breathing out, take a big dive on forwards. Breathing in, step back with your left leg. Push down into the left hand and open out to the right. Again, stretching well into the calf behind you. Gazing upwards towards your thumb. And then if we draw down your right elbow to your right knee, take your back foot down to the floor, and then circle through with your left arm. Deep breath in, breathing out as we circle all the way back. Opening up the shoulder, looking back behind you for a couple of breaths. And just finding that stretch through the inner thigh muscle, on the right leg this time. Opening back though, half twisting backwards. And then let's bring the arm all the way back and over. Hand down to the floor. Stepping your feet back together behind you. Now we're going to come into a forearm side plank. So if you can place down your right elbow to the ground and either stack up your feet or have one on top of the other, turning to the left and then raising your left arm up. Really working into the oblique muscles underneath your body. And then gently bring the left arm in front, flip the body to the other side, turning open, again looking on up towards your right hand. And then flip the body over, we're going to go again, stacking the feet up, raising up with your left arm, and then if you can, lifting also the top leg, pressing the leg away. And bring the leg down, bring the elbow down, and flip the body round to the other side, opening up into that forearm side plank. If you can, also lifting the top leg. And then coming all the way back round onto your belly, but keeping your elbows tucked in here. Take your feet about as wide as your mat, and as you bring your left fingertips down to the floor, rising up gently onto your right forearm, and as you breathe out, glancing over your shoulder. Now you might be able to see your foot, you may even be able to see both feet, but again, certainly never forcing that to happen. And gently come back round. Let's swap it over. Fingertips down to the floor. Take a breath in, coming up. As you breathe out, let's glance up over your shoulder. A little reverse turning here on your cobra. And bring the body all the way back round. Hands beneath your shoulders, pressing the body up and away from the ground. And just taking a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, lowering your body down. Okay, curling the toes, engage the core. Breathe in, push away from the ground. Breathe out into a long downward dog. Breathing in, left leg stepping through, releasing your right knee and lifting your chin. And then breathing out, lightly stepping up with your right foot and taking a deep fold. Breathing in as we unroll through your spine. And breathing out, hands drawing back to your heart. Breathing and raising your arms. And breathing out as I open the chest and fold the body forwards. Now stepping back with your left leg. And bracing the front knee, we're going to come straight up into warrior one. As we come up, we have the hips, the ribs facing the short end of your mat. Breathing in, roll the shoulders open a little, turning your palms. And as you breathe out, let's raise the arms high, either looking between your hands today or looking up towards your thumbs. Coming a little deeper into that front knee if you can. Taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, open into warrior two. Opening the back hip, relaxing the shoulders, and gazing along the center of your right hand. And deep breath in. As you breathe out, coming into reverse warrior, reaching backwards, drawing your toes back, looking upwards towards your hand. And then landing your foot back down, clasping your fingers back behind you, and then gently drawing your shoulder towards the inside of your knee, coming into your humble warrior, tucking your head down a little, looking towards your back foot, and letting your arms hang up and over. And then releasing your arms, staying low, taking both of your hands to the inside of your foot, and then letting your back knee down upon the ground, coming into your lizard lunge, turning your front foot open, taking a gentle bend to the elbows. You have your back leg as far behind you, drawn back as feels good for you today. If you are finding this, you could go a little bit further. Take your right hand beneath your right leg, move your right foot across so it's on its edge, and then maybe lower your body over your big toe. And then we'll bring the body gently back on up. Walk your foot out a little. And let's come up and get ready for your crescent moon. So raising your arms high. Again, you could look up between your hands, or you could bring your hands together, or indeed taking your arms back a little. Then coming gently back on down. Let's move back up on that back knee, dig the heel in and drawing your toes back. And just gently pressing from the centre of your chest, always being as careful as you can to extend through the tailbone. So trying to send the hips backwards as much as you can. And of course always, if you get a little bit of sensitivity behind the knee, just taking a little bend to the knee. And now stretching away through your toes towards the floor, and then drawing all the way back and up. And again, stretching down with your toes towards the floor, and drawing back and up. One more time, give a little release to the ankle, and then drawing back and up. Okay, now we'll round up through with your back. Pop your knees up and underneath you. We're going to work into a little bit of hip extension to the side. So if you'd like to slide out your right leg. And then as we reach up with the left arm, taking that side body bend. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, engaging with your core, and we'll lift the leg up. And again, coming back over, take a breath in, stretch through the side body. As you breathe out, engaging the core, lifting the leg up. And again, breathing in, stretching out of the waist. Breathing out, engaging the core, lifting the leg. And again, breathing in, stretching it over. Breathing out, engage the core, lift the leg on up. And again, breathing and stretching it over. Breathing out. We're going to stay up this time. And then just working that leg half down. And then back up. Keeping the core locked on. Breathe out to lift. Breathe in, out to lift. Breathing in, out to up underneath you. Now this time, take a breath in, raising one arm. As you breathe out, let's follow the hand all the way back and down. Then changing sides. Now here, just opening up the front body. So opening up through the pectoral muscles, through and across the chest. And let's go again as you go up. Really work up with the neck. So really try and enjoy that journey of the neck opening up a little. As I said, it's quite an unusual way of turning the head. So really getting into all that range of motion. Now you can do a few more of those, or reach around and take a hold of your elbows, offering your chest up towards the ceiling, and if that's enough, stay there. If you feel you can, looking up or looking back, then you could reach along for the back of your legs or reach along for your heels. And now engaging with your core, come up nice and safely. Lowering your hands down to the floor, spreading your fingers out wide, curl the toes, and then push off into a nice long downward facing dog. Really releasing your back muscles here. Let's take the right leg high to the ceiling, extend, bend the knee a little, pointing the toe back. And then bring the leg down and lock the two legs together. Coming forwards into a single leg plank, looking slightly ahead of your fingers. And let's draw the body all the way back. Let's take the right leg high to the ceiling again, pointing through with your toes. And then bring your right knee towards your right elbow and hold into a floating plank. And then slide through your right foot towards your left hand, and then coming into your fallen triangle. Two straight legs, looking up towards your thumb. And then bring your hand down to the floor. Draw your right knee towards your right wrist and sliding your back leg away. Okay, now you can take the option of lowering your head upon your hands, and you could come down into a nice resting pigeon posture. Alternatively, if you would like to work up into your quad stretch as well, we draw the body back up. Want the knee coming out to the right as well as it will go today, and the back leg slightly tucked in so it's not veering out to the side. And bending up the back leg. If we can, we're rebalancing the shoulders and taking some breaths here. In through your nose, out through your nose. And now let's let that leg go. And just bring it around to the front here. So those of you who are down, come on up. So I'm going to use my longer band again. I'm going to place it around the bottom of both feet. And as we roll back, we're going to take it nice and slowly. And you can use a band, just like you would a normal length of therapy band. You could hold on about halfway down. Taking a deep breath in to prepare. And as you breathe out, engaging with your core, relaxing your shoulders, and carefully working your way, either to halfway or down to the ground. Breathing in, and then breathing out, and engaging the core nice and slowly, sitting the body up. Feet staying on the floor, shoulders remaining lowered. Deep breath in, and as you breathe out, engaging the core, and gently rolling the body back. Breathing in, and then breathing out, and engaging the core. Now if you're feeling a little bit stronger, and you've got the longer band, then working your band a little bit further out and away from you. Okay, deep breath in, and as you breathe out, slowly lowering your body back. Might be a little bit more challenging. Breathing in, and then finger and thumb. So try not to yank your body up too hard. Deep breath in, breathing out, slowly rolling it back. Breathing in, and then breathing out, and slowly drawing the body back and up. And again, deep breath in, breathing out as we slowly lower the body back. Breathing in, and then breathing out to slowly draw the body all the way back on up. One more time, deep breath in, breathing out, slowly rolling the body back. Breathing in, and then breathing out to slowly draw the body all the way back up. Now, if you just take out your left foot out of your band, so you are left with your right foot inside of the band. Now, this could be a little bit fiddly, but I'm going to give you the option now to flip over onto your hands and knees. I'm going to do a little bit of work for your glutes. But I would like that band to stay around your feet, okay? So good luck. Coming on round. And then we should be able to just place our hand on top of the band and have the band around the other foot. Now if your band's not quite long enough, don't worry, okay? Just do it without. So I'm extending out with the right leg, and as we lift the leg up, breathing out, as we lower, breathing in. Breathing out to lift the leg, breathing in to lower. So you've got a little bit more tension on it now. Engaging with your core as you lift, breathing in to lower. Now option here to take out the opposite hand to the side if you want to destabilize your body further. So we're breathing out to lift, in to lower. Breathing out to lift the leg, in to lower. Engaging the core, breathing into lower, and again breathing out to lift, into lower, breathing out, lift the leg, breathing into lower, work into the hamstrings, the glutes, but again most of all get that connection with your core as well, breathing out to lift and lower, breathing out to press and lower. Two more on that side, breathing out, lift and lower. One more and lower. Okay, now carefully draw the knee in. Take your band away from your foot, or your foot out from your band, and then just place it down to the side. We will be doing the other side when we get to the other side. Hands down to the floor, and then push off into your lovely long downward dog. And breathing in, right foot stepping through, releasing your left knee halfway down your mat this time, coming up into a high kneel. Take a deep breath in, raise your left elbow all the way up and over to the far side of your right knee. Now you could have your hands in a prayer position today, leaning into it. If your shoulder goes all the way over the top, your armpit goes over your leg, place your hand by the side of your foot. Then from here you have the option to lift up the back knee, and maybe, if it's all going well, to bring your right arm up and over, so you're looking up towards your hand. And then releasing your arm a little, releasing your left arm out, lightly stepping your left foot up to your right, taking a nice deep fold, and as we come back up, breathing in and breathing out, hands drawing back to your heart. Breathing in, raising both arms, breathing out, folding your body on forwards, breathing in, right foot stepping back, leaving your left leg at the top and getting ready to come up for warrior one. Brace the front leg, and as we come on up, squaring your hips off towards the short end of the mat, breathing in, turning your palms, breathing out, raising your arms. And again, you can either look up between your hands or looking up to your thumbs, trying to get your ribs and your hips in alignment with the short end of your mat. Focusing in on your breathing, Try not to hold your breath. And as we breathe out next time into Warrior Two, opening up the back hip a little with this one, rolling the front knee open. Again, lock into the core, gazing along the center of your left hand. And deep breath in. As you breathe out, reaching backwards into reverse warrior, looking on up towards your upper hand. And then flatten your foot back down, clasping your fingers up behind you. And let's draw the shoulder down towards the inside of your knee, looking back towards your back foot. And let's take a couple of breaths there in your humble warrior. And then releasing your arms, take both of your hands to the inside of your foot, turning your back knee and lowering it against the floor, turning open your front foot and leaning in a little, getting that stretch for the inner thigh muscle, very top point of your hamstrings. The back leg is as far behind you as you're happy to go for at this point. And then if you did want to go with the foot on its edge, placing the foot on its edge and then left arm going beneath the left leg and lowering the body down. And then bring your body back on up, walk your foot out a little. Let's draw the upper body back and open, hips drawing forwards, raising your arms high. And again, either look between your hands or look to your thumbs, and maybe sending your arms back a little. And then let's come all the way back on down. Coming into the half split, moving your body backwards, extending a little through the back body, drawing the toes upwards for the extension in the calf stretch. And then let's work through the ankle as well. So just stretching away through your toes, and then drawing your foot back up. And again, lengthen through the ankle, through the toes, the foot, drawing it back. One more time, stretching it away and drawing it back. And then give a little round up through with your back, pop your knees up and underneath you. Coming into the hip work. So this time extending out through your left leg and then reaching high with your right arm, stretching out of your waist. Taking a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let's take the hand down to the ground, extend and lifting the leg up. Let's take a breath in through your nose. And as you breathe out of your mouth, engaging your core, lifting the leg up. And again, breathing in, stretching out of your waist. Breathing out to engage with your core, lifting your leg up. And again, breathing in, reaching it over. Breathing out, engage the core, lifting the leg up. And then this time, breathing in, reaching it over. Breathing out to extend and lift, holding it there. Breathing in, half down. Breathing out to lift. Breathing in, half down. Breathing out to lift. And again, breathing in. Engaging the core as you lift, breathing in, breathing out to press, and again breathe in, out to lift, one more time, and out to lift. Come all the way back up onto your knees. Okay, now this time around, curling the toes, lifting the heels higher, raising your left arm, and then reaching back with your right hand for your heel, and stretching backwards a little. And then come back up, changing sides, so reaching backwards, stretching it away, looking backwards towards your heel, and coming back up. And again, if you'd like to do a few more of those, carry on. Otherwise, reach around for your elbows. Offer the chest up towards the ceiling, squeezing the shoulder blades back, maybe looking up or looking back behind you. And then maybe from there you're reaching along for the back of your legs or your heels, working into your camel posture. And then engaging with your core, and let's come all the way back on up. Okay, sliding your hands ahead of you, curling with your toes and sending the hips high to the ceiling. And let's take the left leg up, bending the knee a little, opening out for the hip. And then draw down the two legs together, coming into your single leg plank, moving it forwards, really squeezing the inner thighs together, locking in nice and tightly, strongly with the core. And then sending your hips back up, taking the leg high to the ceiling. Then bring through your left knee towards your left elbow, holding in that floating plank. And then bring your foot towards your right hand, back heel to the floor, raising your right arm up into your fallen triangle. And then bring your hand back down. Let's draw through your left knee towards your left wrist and sliding down for preparation of pigeon posture. So hands can be one on top of the other. We're looking to bring the knee a little out to the left and have your back leg nice and straight behind you. Okay, if you want to come on up, and you're taking your quad stretch in as well, reaching around, rebalancing your shoulders if you can, and finding the quad stretch, and the stretch through the hips and the glutes, the left leg. And then if we can come on up, if you're down, I'm just going to bring that leg all the way back round to the front here. Okay, so I'm going to work straight into the glutes from here. So I'm going to bring in your band, I'm going to pop it around the bottom of your left foot. And then as we flip the body over, come around and take both of your hands on top of your band. Extending your leg out behind. And then when you're ready, breathing out to lift the leg and into lower. Breathing out, engage the core as you lift and into lower. And again, breathing out, belly pulls back, breathing into lower. You can take away the opposite hand to the side if you wish to. And again, don't worry, if you've got a band that's a bit short, okay, feel free to do this without the band. Breathing out to lift and lower. Engaging the core as you lift and lower. Breathing out to press and lower. Engage as you lift and lower. Breathing out to press and lower. Engage to push and lower. Breathing out, lift and lower. 2 more and lower. 1 more and relax. Okay, taking your foot from inside your band, place your band to the side, hands beneath your shoulders, push your body on out to your downward facing dog again, lengthening. Now let's step through with your left leg and drop down your right knee. So we're in a really high kneeling position. Deep breath in, raise your right arm, and as you breathe out, elbow to the far side of your thigh. And if you're keeping your hands in a prayer position, opening out your armpit and leaning forwards. If you want want to go a little bit further, take your hand down to the side of your foot. Then from here, option to either stay or lift up your back knee. And then maybe if it's all going well, bring the left arm over as well. And now releasing that arm forwards, releasing your right arm and stepping lightly up with your right leg, dropping your forehead down. Let's take a deep breath in as you unroll through your spine. And breathing out, hands back to your heart. Okay, letting your arms down. Coming next into your tree, into eagle, and then also into dancer. So if you'd like to start off by drawing your right foot either to your calf or above your knee, and fixing your foot quite firmly, but pressing your standing leg towards your right leg too. And then slowly working your hands up through the midline of your body. Maybe taking your right hand back behind your left. And then releasing both of your arms. And let's slide your right leg around your left. Take your left arm across your body, right arm wrapping underneath. And then carefully drawing your body to round through your spine. Now gently coming back on up. Breathe in and out. And as we take back your right leg, holding on to your foot, gently drawing your left arm forwards and bring your right hand and your right shoulder to come into a little bit of a stretch back behind you. And then gently drawing back in, placing the foot down, roll back the shoulders again, take a nice deep breath in, and all the way back out. And then picking up your left leg. Again, finding a place that you can work with today. With your foot along your leg, knee pressing open, moving the hands up through the midline of the body, and taking your left hand back behind your right. And now let's let the arms down and gently sliding your left leg around your right, bending a little with your right knee, taking your right arm across, left arm beneath, wrapping your arms up, and then gently rounding with your back, elbow coming towards your knee. And then gently coming back on up, reaching your right arm forwards and reaching around for your left foot. And then gently let's press the hand and the foot away together. And then gently releasing, bring your feet in, hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in and out. Now if we step back towards the middle of your mat, heels pulling in together, rising up into your tiptoes, take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's lower the body down. And you can either stay here and enjoy a balance, or you can place your hands down against the floor, and we're looking for the knees to perch up against the outside of your triceps, your upper back of your arms. So as we draw in, okay, either going around the side of your arms, okay, and leaning forwards, lifting, seeing if your feet will come off the ground, or you Okay, and once you've had a little play there, come on down, but I'm going to come back to the knees again. So I've not quite finished with the band, okay? I'm going to give the shoulders a really good stretch out. So the band is extra long, which it might be too long, in which case fold it over. But if you find once you get going you need more length, then open it back out again. So I've got the band in front of the body, taking a deep breath in. And when you're ready, breathing out, opening the shoulders a little bit by taking the band back behind you. Breathing in, and then breathing out to bring it back on over. Like I say, depending on when you last did this, okay, give yourself a little bit more slack if you need it. Breathing in, and then breathing out to come over. Again, deep breath in, breathing out to open it back. Breathe in, breathing out to draw it forwards. Breathe in, breathe out to open it back. Breathe in, breathe out to draw it forwards. One more like that. Breathing in, breathing out to open it back. Keeping your arms lovely and straight. Breathe in and out to come back. Now we're going to work the band from a diagonal. Swish it back behind the head. Bring it round and bring it to the front. And go back round the other way. Taking it all the way back. Lift and round. Breathing in. Breathing out. And again, breathing in, breathing out, sending the arm back and round. Breathing in and out, all the way back and round. Breathing in and again, out, all the way back and round. Last set. Breathing in, out and round. And again, breathing in, back and round. Okay, come around to a seated position there for me, and just have your left leg straight and your right foot coming towards the inside of your left leg. Then take a deep breath in, raising your right arm, and as you breathe out, reach towards your left leg, be it the knee, the shin, the ankle or the foot, wrapping your hand around the part of the leg you can reach today. Just releasing your body forwards. And again, nice, slow, deep breathing. And then gently drawing yourself back on up. Now keeping the legs as they are, bringing your left arm across with your palm facing open, and place your hand around the front of your thigh. And then sitting the body up tall, lengthening through the spine, looking up over your shoulder. And then gently come all the way back round. Changing legs. Drawing your left leg in. Taking a deep breath in, raising your left arm. And as you breathe out, wrapping your hand around the farthest part of the leg that you can reach onto today. And then come back on up, and let's go the other way. So let's take the right arm across, let the back of the hand come to the front of your thigh, and then sitting up tall, look over your shoulder. And gently coming all the way back. And then just coming to a cross-legged position or kneeling, if that suits you better. I'm going to bring the hands back behind, rolling open the shoulders and the chest, and just drawing your gaze downwards now. Feel the stretch along the back of your neck. And now tucking your chin to one side of your collarbone. And then to the middle, and to the other side of your collarbone. And then to the middle, raising your head up, and now just lowering one ear towards one shoulder. And then over to the other shoulder. And coming back on up. Let's let the arms come forwards, find that stretch between the shoulder blades. As you come up, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, let's open it wide and back. Let's come on forwards, take a deep breath in, using your abdominals to pull you up. Breathing out, opening it back and down. One more time, reaching near the head. Take a deep breath in and out. Alright, then you're all finished for tonight. Well done, well done.